Hoy, dumating na yung order ko from Team Friday's Marketplace. And guys, so ganda na nga ng supot. And in order ko is a pre-love na Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Na-intriga ako kung kamusta ang maging performance itong foldable ni Google. That's why I tried to buy a pre-love na device from Team Fridays. Kamusta ba ang performance ng foldable ni Google? Alalaman natin in this video. So, stay with me. So, buksan ko muna yung pouch Okay, so, talagang balot na balot. Ganito sila mag-packaging, no? So, yan guys. Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Ang nipis ang kanyang box, no? So, halata na walang charging brick. So, guys, so, Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Huwag na natin patagalin. Buksan na natin. Yun. Sa wakas. Ganito packaging niya. Yan. Buksan ko mula. Uy, maganda ang kanyang condition kahit second hand Pre-love. So, ayan guys Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Ayan. Tupiin na natin. So by the way guys, itong Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold na 16 gigs of RAM and 256 GB storage, mabibili mo to ng brand new kay Team Friday's Marketplace ng 78,500 pesos. And kung 16.5 naman ang hanap mo, 97,500 pesos. I'll post the link on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili, or just simply click the YouTube shopping link. Nandyan, nililitaw sa inyong screen. Mga pinopost natin are verified and official na mga stores. Iwas tayo scam guys, kasi ang daming manloloko ngayon. So, pag-usapan natin kanyang design. Honestly, it's a very refreshing design para sa akin, no? Madala ako makahawak ng mga foldables ni Pixel. And normally, nahawakan natin mga Honor, Huawei, Samsung na mga fold, and this feels kind of refreshing. Medyo hindi lang ako sanay dito sa kanya, no? Kantong-kanto pero nakakurbada ang kanyang screen, so it leaves a little metal dito. I was hoping na sana binuo na lang nila, gawin na lang nilang screen, di ba? One thing to notice is medyo makapal ang kanyang camera bump. Overall, yung kanyang feel is quite good naman ang grip sa aking kamay. I like yung kanyang matte finish dito sa likod, hindi siya fingerprint magnet. And pag binubuksan ko siya, it's really sturdy. And straight line na straight line siya, hindi siya V pag tinitingnan mo mabuti. Pag nanood ka namang video, halos di mo na mapapansin ang crease niya dito sa gitna. And by the way guys, ang kanyang screen dito sa harap, it's a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Pati yung kanyang likod Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Aluminum frames and a plastic inner screen. IP68 dust and water resistant siya, and it supports eSIM. 5G ready na rin siya by the way. Now on everyday usage ng phone nito, I would say na it feels like a normal phone. Na pag binuksan mo, it feels like a mini tablet, which can let you multitask on whatever task you need to do. Sobrang smooth naman niya, be it video editing, playing games, crunching on your spreadsheet is also pretty solid dito. Kaya gumawa ka ng PowerPoint, walang problema. Now, this foldable is being powered by the Google Tensor G5. 3nm chip siya, which is probably one of the latest technology, and it was able to score me roughly a 1.3 million score. And yung kind of score is nowhere near yung mga flagship ni Qualcomm, ni MediaTek, which can score you more than 3.5 million points ang kanilang mga flagship chip. But at the end of the day, sabihin naman nila sa'yo, well, this is not a gaming phone, which tama naman sila. Kung gusto mo makita ang full spec sheet ng Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold, eto, bigay ko sa inyo. Now, pagdating sa battery, 5,015 mAh ang kanyang battery dito, which is not small and not big. 5,000 is just a normal industry standard para sa mga non-foldable na smartphone dati. Kasi naging standard ngayon, 6,000 mAh and above. This one supports only 30 watts na wired charging, 15 watts na wireless charging, pero meron siyang bypass charging. Now, on everyday, handling daily tasks, wala kang maging problema dito. Magauna naman ka ng battery for a foldable from Google. One whole day kaya naman na itagal. Well, as long as hindi ka naman babad, wala kang problema dito. Nakakuha ko ng roughly 19 hours of screen on time using the screen outside. Normally, you might divide it by 2 if you're using the inside kasi dalawang screen na ganitong kalaki technically. So roughly mga 9 hours na screen on time. And kung gusto mo makita mga ibang benchmark na nakuha ko dito sa phone na ito, check this one out. Now, pag-usapan natin kayo ng display. Dalawa ng display. Isa sa labas, isa sa loob. And yung sa labas niya is a OLED display na 6.4-inch and Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protected with 120Hz of screen refresh rate. Ang pinakasagad ng maximum brightness is 3000 nits. And once na binuksan mo ka ng screen, it became bigger. 8-inch na foldable LTPO OLED display ang meron natin, 120Hz of screen refresh rate. Same din ang max brightness, 3000 nits. And this one is a plastic na screen. Now, on both cover, I would say na pretty solid naman kanyang display dahil sa kanyang AMOLED display. And watching videos outside dito, scrolling on social media, watching your favorite shows on YouTube and Netflix, definitely it's going to be pretty good, pretty solid. Pero I kinda like watching it on the inside. Kaya mag-scroll lang ng TikTok, ng Reels, feeling ko mas sarap lang gamitin on the inner screen. Yung kanang scrolling is definitely good. Basta maganda naman kayong internet connection, you shouldn't be having any problem scrolling on your favorite social media. Well, probably that's one of the things that you're paying for dito sa Pixel 10 Pro Fold is yung kanang inner screen, giving you a bigger, better display. Now, if you're watching your favorite shows from the inside screen, expect mo naman na maganda display. Black is blacker, yung kanang display is definitely sharp. You get nothing less than a flagship level experience. Napag-usapan natin kanyang sounds. 4 na butas dito sa ibabaw and 4 na butas dito sa ilalim. Let's just simply check kung kamusta ang kanyang sound experience dito. Would it be loud? Would it be clear? Or just mediocre? Sobrang gustong-gusto ng bunso ko ngayon tong song na ito. No? She's always dancing to Opalite. And honestly, pinatugtog ko to using tong foldable ni Google. Malakas ang kanyang tugtog. Surprisingly good and rich yung kanyang sound. That's all I can say. So, sound tripping dito, okay. Napag-usapan natin ang gaming dito sa phone nito, I was able to play 2 titles, Call of Duty Mobile and Wuthering Waves. Pag-usapan natin playing on the outer screen. Both of these games are pretty good, pretty solid, except that wala akong nakitang FPS counter, no? Pagdating sa CODM, pwede ko naman set sa 120 FPS. I'm just not sure kung umabot sa 120 FPS kasi wala siyang FPS counter. Pero the gameplay was really smooth. Wala kaming problema if you're playing from the outside screen. Controls is good, responsive, sound is good, and I would say na pretty nice ang kanyang gameplay. Pag nilaro mo naman ng Call of Duty Mobile on the inner screen, feeling ko parang medyo mas lumiit ang field of view ko. Though lumaki ang aking character, feeling ko medyo lumiit ang viewing angle ko. Now, some of the controls, medyo naiba yung orientation niya, so medyo kailangan mong ayusin. But overall, okay ang ganang gameplay. Walang lags, walang frame drops, wala kang mafe-feel na ganang problema. And overall, ang ganang gameplay is pretty solid ang kanang Call of Duty Mobile if you're playing from the inside screen. Pagdating naman sa Wuthering Waves, if you're playing it on the outside screen, wala ka rin maging problema dito. Sinet ko lang naman siya sa medium graphical settings kasi nung sinet ko sa highest graphical settings, medyo hindi ganun kaganda ng performance. Mapapansin mo yung mga character pag binubugbog mo, nawawala yung nagiging invisible mga kalaban mo. It's supposed to be hindi dapat ganun ang case. Pero nung binabaan ko sa medium graphical settings, better at 60 FPS and the gameplay was good. Honestly, yung sounds is solid and of course yung controls really nice. Now, if you're playing on the inside screen, you would get a bigger view pero yung mga sides mo parang lumiit ang viewing angle mo. Same din sa Call of Duty Mobile, ganun yung nag-experience ko sa kanya. Control, same lang naman, wala kang yung problema sa kanya. And you'll get a good na experience dito sa kanya. Basta iset mo na sa medium graphical settings. Ang pinakamainit na inabot ko sa Wuthering Waves, umabot tayo na 43 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan natin ang camera nito. Normally, mga Pixel phone, maganda ang kanyang camera. Is this also the same or medyo na-compromise ang kanyang camera dahil this is a foldable? It has a 48MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 10.8MP na telephoto lens with up to 5 times optical zoom, and 10.5MP na ultra-wide lens. Pwede ka mag-shoot up to 4K and 60, and kaya front-facing camera sa harap, be it sa cover or sa inner screen, 10MP pareho, and both can shoot you up to 4K and 60 as well. Now, if you're outdoor using this camera, well, honestly, maganda naman mga pictures na makuha mo dito. Not too much outdoor shots na nakuha natin dito. Medyo na-concentrate ako more on the low light na shot. Kasi expected ko naman, this camera can definitely perform on outdoor. taking some of this simple shot, makita mo, okay na okay naman siya. Mga cloud, makita mo ka ng details, yung mga malalayong building, medyo sharp pa rin ka ng photo, kahit i-zoom in mo. Ngayon, concentrate tayo sa indoor. I was able to take some of these really good shots, no? Honestly, maganda ang kanyang photo kahit on indoor. Medyo low light, you'll be able to get some really nice shots ng mga product, mga subject. And honestly, masusurprise ka sa ganda ng kanyang camera. I was able to capture some really nice, mga sharp and mga vintage toys like this one. Ang ganda rin yung kanyang pagka-render dito sa aking camera. Pagdating sa mga sculptures, you'll be able to take some really nice details out of it. Makita mo, ang ganda ng mga pictures nito. And pagdating sa indoor, mga amusement center, alam naman natin low light tapos puro LED lights, okay naman siya. Magaganda mga shots na makuha mo dito sa kanya. And yung ganda sa kanya, yung mga ilaw, hindi siya nagko-color spill. So meaning maganda rin dapat ang kanyang camera pagdating sa night shot. This is probably one of my favorite shot na sobrang na-highlight dito si Mario, no? And this is a chair from the Mario Kart. Pagdating sa mga apparels, expect mo naman na magandang mga details na makukuha mo. Sobrang ganda ng mga shots na ito. Honestly, maganda rin kanyang zoom capability. This is ultra wide shot. And pag zoom mo to 5 times, maganda rin siya. Pero pansin ko yung ultra wide shot na medyo mas maputi kaysa yung mga ibang shots niya. Now, pagdating naman sa food photography, expect nothing less. Kasi maganda naman mga foods na makakapture mo dito on this camera. Now, pagdating naman sa night photography, maganda rin. It was able to perform based sa gusto ko. And hindi pa mga shots na ito on night photography. Yung pangit lang dito yung mga electrical wires na nakaharang. Now, pagdating naman sa selfie shot, be it on the outside or inside na camera, almost the same naman ng quality. Expect na okay naman ka ng quality na makuha mo from the front-facing camera. Quite good, sharp din mga photos, kahit low light. Maganda pag-adapt ni Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold pagdating sa low light. Now, here's a video sample from the front-facing camera. The Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold, ang front-facing camera. Pansin ko, no, sa aking screen medyo shaky, medyo mauga. Pero overall, the quality is not bad. Quite sharp naman siya at 4K 60. And I'm recording using the default audio. Ang gamit ko is the outside camera, by the way, sa outside screen. And here's a sample from the rear camera. And Pro Fold, ang kanyang rear camera. This is shooting right now 4K 60. Sharp ang kanyang video, smooth naman. Medyo mabigat lang if you're using just one hand to hold it. Pero overall, I can see the video quality is quite good. Quite smooth din. Tingnan ang kanyang quality. Kaya mag-pan around ka pa. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold? Honestly, maganda ka na experience. And well, sturdy naman ang kanyang hinge, wala kang maging problema. And pag pinipilit mo siyang i-overflex, hindi naman magbe-bend, no? So, saktuhan lang siya. Nagsistop siya on the straight line level, no? Kung hindi naman siya, hindi mo siya kayang i-bend ng pabaliktad, no? So, yun, probably may security lock siya dito or what, I don't know. Pero good thing is, hindi mo siya accidentally ma-overbend. Pagdating sa multitasking, I think this is definitely a good phone to have. And if you want entertainment, talagang bigay na bigay din sa'yo ng todo itong foldable na ito. So guys, kayo, anong tingin niyo dito sa Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold? Let me know in the comments. And kung gusto mo itong video na ito, don't forget to share to your friends. And kung gusto niyo malaman kung saan ko nabili itong foldable na ito, I got this from Team Friday's Marketplace. You can also trade in your pre-loved na device to them and get a brand new na kapalit. Reasonable naman sila mag-pricing, so go ahead and check them out sa kanilang Facebook page and Instagram page. And of course, before I end this video, in-encourage ko you to like and subscribe dito sa akin channel so you don't miss out mga reviews just like this one. Medyo rare. So paano yan? Hanggang dito muna ako. And I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.